Hello, this is our presentation on Miuccia Prada
And Amelia Pucci.
by Sarah Fenn and Abigail Russell. Okay, this is Miuccia Prada. A little bit about her and her life history is she was born in Italy on May 10th, 1949. She was born into a really wealthy family, so she was kind of used to that designer level of clothes and bags and lifestyle. And she was a strong member of the Italian Communist Party. After college, she actually joined that party, and she was like a big figure in speaking about it. She inherited the family business and became CEO of a luxury goods company called Prada Brothers. And so when she started working there, she met a guy, and she decided that he was going to be her business partner, and his name was Patricio Bertelli. And she actually later on married him, and they're still married to this day. And they have 2 children together. Their names are Lorenzo and Giulio Bertelli. So a little bit about her preparation is she earned a PhD actually in political science from the University of Milan. So she actually did not go to school for fashion or like design or anything of the sorts, but she did grow up with, this company and her family, and she did later on own 2 of the stores and manage them, so that was also part of her preparation. And then after she earned a PhD in political science, she trained as a mime artist for 5 years and studied at Milan's Piccolo Teatro. So she wanted to be a mime, but then she got into the family company and decided to do that instead. But a lot of people speculate that's how she got her creative sense, is because she went to, trained to be a mime, and she learned a lot of artistic things in the Milan Piccolo Teatro. And then she took over the luxury goods company that her grandpa had started in 1913. Okay, Miuccia Prada's career. She joined Prada in 1978, initially focusing on designing accessories. And then she was really well known for her innovative designs, because actually her grandfather's company that her family took over was actually about to, technical difficulties, was actually about to go under, and they had 1 store left when she took over. So she was known for her innovative designs that helped them stay afloat. So in 1985, she introduced a line of black lightweight backpacks made of Pocono nylon, which gained immediate success. And in the picture of the woman with the cheetah print outfit, you can see her bag right there, and that was the first bag. And then she also expanded into ready-to-wear outfits. So they launched their women's wear collection in 1988, followed by their menswear line in 1995. And when I was researching it, I actually found access to all of the original pictures from the very first fashion show, and that is one of the pictures as well. Okay, so Miuccia Prada's legend. So not only did she take over Prada, but she also founded Miu Miu, which was kind of a more playful, rebellious aesthetic compared to Prada, which was kind of sleek, womanly, and she also had a really big influence in the industry. She was recognized for minimalist designs that blend traditional styles with modern influence, and she actually won a lot of awards. In this picture right here, she's at the CFDA International Designer Awards in 2004, and so that's her outfit that she wore, and she won the award too. And then she also won the British Fashion Council's Outstanding Achievement Award in 2018. Her key designs is, like I said, she was known for being minimalist. So in Prada's 1990s collection, they embraced minimalism, reflecting the decade's cultural shift towards simplicity and functionality. This was right after the 80s, where everything was super bold, super bright, and that was the style of everything. So she kind of brought this whole minimalist shift like in the 90s that happened. And then also another key design that she was a part of was after the 2008 financial crises. She designed things that emphasized luxury, but were also like more affordable, and weren't as glamorous. And then for recent trends, Miu Miu's avant-garde designs, such as sequined knickers and ultra-short miniskirts, challenge conventional fashion norms and resonate with contemporary cultural dialogues. Miu Miu's kind of just for like the younger look in general. And then I wrote down 2 of her philosophies. Because she studied, political science, a lot of her politics crept into her designs as well. So I said that Prada combines classic styles with modern influences, creating pieces that are both timeless and forward-thinking. And it also uses fashion as a medium to comment on societal issues, often incorporating elements that provoke thought and discussion. So that is Miuccia.
Okay, I'm going to talk a little bit about Emilio Pucci's life history. So he was born in Naples, Italy on November 20th in 1914, and he was born into a wealthy aristocrat Florentine family. One thing interesting about him is that throughout his life he enjoyed sports, so he loved snow skiing, and he actually participated in the Winter Olympics in 1936. He studied in the United States and in Italy and earned a PhD in social science, and during World War II he served as a pilot for the Italian Air Force. Okay, so a little bit about his preparation to become a designer. So he didn't study fashion design in college. He actually studied social science from Reed College in Oregon, and he also studied political science from University of Florence. So he was educated more for a diplomatic career, but unexpectedly he found a career in fashion. He was on a ski trip in Switzerland, and he had designed an outfit for one of his friends that he had gone skiing with that was a little bit more comfortable and allowed a little bit more movement, and had like a fun design to it. And while they were there, a photographer took a picture of them and sent it to sent it to Harper's Bazaar, which was a newspaper, and they published it, and people liked his designs. So that's kind of what brought him into that. Okay, and then a little bit about his career. So he worked as a fashion designer and also as a politician. So as a fashion designer, he was an innovator of luxury sportswear, and that came a lot from his experience in sports. Since he liked sports, he wanted to create things that people could move more freely in. And then he also, as a designer, was known for his signature prints and vibrant colors, and so a lot of the things he designed had almost like a kaleidoscope design to them. They were very colorful, very flowy, and vibrant. And another thing that he's famous for is his silk jersey fabric innovation. And this was super important because it helped bring lightweight, more comfortable, non-wrinkling fabrics into women's fashion. And then as a politician, he worked as a member of the Italian Parliament, and he was also, because he was born into a wealthy aristocratic family, he was considered Italian nobly and had a lot of influence after World War II on different aristocratic and political circles. Okay, a little bit about his legacy. He's known as the Prince of Prints for all of his designs, and he also was known as a pioneer of Italian fashion alongside designers like Gucci and Valentino. He did a lot of different designs for royalty and for celebrities like Marilyn Monroe. And then here in this picture right here, this is a picture of Marilyn Monroe wearing one of his designs. Today, the Pucci brand is actually ran by his daughter. Her name is Laudomia Puccio. And then this picture is a picture with him with her, and she's wearing one of his designs as well. So he's had a lasting influence on fashion and design, and this includes pop culture and interior design. So you'll see a lot of his designs present in current pop culture and in interior designing. Okay, and then a little bit about his key designs. I talked earlier about his signature prints, and just a few keynotes about them. They were bold, they were bright, and flowing designs. And then I also talked about his silk jersey dresses. These, for women, changed the way women viewed fashion. It helped women to feel more comfortable in their clothes and have a lot more movement. And then another thing he's famous for designing is the palazzo pants. You can see him right here. So he was one of the first people to design pants for women that were flowy and movable. Okay, and then I also included a colorful slide just so you can see the different colors he used. He liked the vibrant colors. And so these are like just some examples of different fabrics or designs he had. Okay, and then lastly, regarding his philosophy, he had three major or important aspects to his philosophy. The first one was movement and color. He wanted people to be comfortable, and he didn't want clothing to restrict movement. He wanted it to enhance movement. And then the next part of his philosophy was the power of color. He said that color should be vibrant, alive, and make a woman feel beautiful. And then the last part of his philosophy was individuality. And he just wanted women to feel unique, confident, and happy in their clothing, and to remember that fashion isn't just about clothing, it's about how clothes make you feel, and he wanted them to be happy with what they were wearing and feel empowered.
Thank you.